Hey Vault Dwellers, JV here, and today I'm sharing new info on the Wastelanders DLC. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell for more Fallout 76 videos just like this. In Bethesda's newest edition of Inside the Vault, they shared new information on Wastelanders, including some characters we're going to meet right when we start it, as well as a new location that's going to be placed in the world for us to explore. If you'd like to read this for yourself, I've left a link in the description below, but otherwise, let's dive right in. Bethesda starts by saying, when we've shared screenshots from our upcoming Wastelanders update in the past, some of you seemed intrigued by Duchess and Mort, who happen to be two new characters you will meet early on in your adventures. We thought you might want to learn a little more about them, as well as the starting experience in Fallout 76 when Wastelanders arrives. If you're curious or you missed it, this is in reference to the Inside the Vault from Thanksgiving, where they showed off this screenshot of a ghoul, and this ghoul is Mort. So we don't see Mort in the new round of screenshots, but we do get to see Duchess, which we'll see in a second. Whether you're a new dweller stumbling out of the cozy confines of Vault 76 for the first time, or an experienced Wasteland explorer, you may want to stop by the vault to meet Lacey and Isella. These curious settlers are on the hunt for answers to questions that brought them to Appalachia in the first place, and might be able to help newer players on their journey. In exchange for your answers, they will also lead you toward the Wayward. So it sounds like these are going to be tutorial characters, but obviously if you're jumping into Wastelanders, and many people, including myself, will probably just be coming back to 76 expressly for Wastelanders, you'll want to come back and meet these people. And of course, they're involved with the quest, so it just makes sense. Here we get to see a picture of the Wayward. The Wasteland has been evolving since people have begun to return. As you explore, you will find many locations are now inhabited or have been built up as more arrivals seek new lives in Appalachia. One such encampment is the Wayward, a fledgling waterhole not far from the Overseer's camp in the forest. Inside this new instance location is where you will meet Duchess and Mort. Actually, I lied earlier, you can see Mort in the background kind of lurking. Duchess is the stalwart owner and proprietor of the Wayward, which she built and brought into Appalachia in hopes of providing an inviting atmosphere and stiff drinks to anyone seeking a place to recharge, for a fee of course. Recently, she had a string of visitors stop in, asking some very pointed questions and acting aggressively. While she and Mort are more than capable of handling a few troublesome patrons, they wouldn't refuse a bit of help finding out who these people are and what they're after. It's nice to get a little bit of background context and information. We know why Duchess is here, why the Wayward is here, and also kind of an impetus to get us into the story, at least to start out in Wastelanders. As the Wayward's most loyal regular, Mort spends quite a bit of time there running up his bar tab and lending a hand to Duchess when needed. Mort's also got a knack for exploring. He has traversed a large swath of the forest and has managed to figure out how camps work. If you ever need a bit of insight into the surrounding area or a refresher on camps, Mort's your ghoul. Similar to Lacey and Isella, it sounds like Mort is more of a tutorial character, but hopefully we've got some more interesting things going on with quests and so on and so forth. Also, not saying this is going to happen, but kind of sounds like Mort could be a potential companion. I realize that we have nothing to go off of except for what we have right here, but he likes to explore, he knows a lot about the forest, and he has insight to offer in the surrounding area. So either he's a quest giver or he's someone we're going to spend a lot more time with. We'll see. Finally, to round off the Wastelanders info, we have Duchess and Mort are just two of the many people and characters you'll meet during your travels after we've released Wastelanders. One of our main goals with this update isn't just to add NPCs to push your story forward, but to help Appalachia feel much more alive now that people are making their way back into the area. You will not only encounter new faces during the main story, but throughout the game in new encounters, in combat, encampments, and even as they go about their daily lives. We believe Appalachia will feel much livelier when Wastelanders launches next year, and we can't wait to see what you think. All right, a few things to unpack here. First off, when they talk about making Appalachia feel much more alive, that is exactly what NPCs are there for. To make the world feel like it's actually populated and living and breathing and has personality instead of dead, lifeless, kind of the way it feels right now. Obviously, since 76 came out and since we got Fallout first, it's been a little hard, very hard, to trust Bethesda just on their word. But at least what they're saying right here I'm glad that they're not just adding some quest givers to send you on your way and act just like the robots that you encounter and the Mr. Handys and the Protectrons that are already in 76. They're giving us lifeless tasks that don't really matter, that have no meaning and no personality. So I'm tentatively, really cautiously crossing my fingers that these NPCs are not there just to be quest givers. Not only are they trying to push the story forward, we're also going to face new faces during the main story. And I kind of wonder if they mean within the story of finding out what happened to the Overseer or in the new main quest that they promised to us in the E3 trailer. In any case, obviously you would hope that you would encounter new faces during the story, so that's kind of a given there, but also as they go about their daily lives. And we see this screenshot here of some people working on what appears to be some sort of generator, some sort of machinery, whatever it may be. That is something that will really drive home the feel of Appalachia feeling more alive and real. What brought characters alive in previous Fallout games was a lot of their dialogue, and the context and the writing obviously was superb, but also the fact that they had their little errands and they would walk around town. I mean, Diamond City, for example, not the best example of a Fallout town. I think that New Vegas and 3 had better towns, but still, it felt more alive because you had people walking around, doing things, having routines. These are just some of the building blocks and the pieces that will hopefully make Wastelanders feel more like a Fallout game. A few more thoughts before we close out the video. The screenshots that were shared in this Inside the Vault, along with the ones back from Thanksgiving, really do paint a picture that 76 will improve. It looks like it's going to get to a place where it may be a game that I will enjoy once again. And honestly, that's something I'm excited for, and I hope that they put the care and time and attention into this thing, because if you think about it, Wastelanders is probably the last hurrah for this game if it doesn't turn out to be good. If it turns out to be a product that people don't really appreciate, I know it's something that the core of 76 fans that still play the game, I'm sure will love no matter what. There's a very dedicated, loyal base still there, but how will it land for the disaffected players, the people that are coming back that played a lot more 3 New Vegas and 4 than they ever did for Fallout 76, and that wanted more of a core single-player experience that they were familiar with, that they fell in love with in the first place with this franchise. My biggest worry is that the game systems that are in place that I already kind of don't like will get in the way of me enjoying 76. You know, the fact that it's multiplayer, the fact that loot and certain bugs are persistent in the world, and every single update seems to present a new issue and a new bug. That's kind of something that is going to turn me away. I can already tell it's going to, if it keeps happening with 76 post-Wastelanders. I'm really curious to know when this thing is launching. Is it going to be the first 3 months of the year, the first quarter? Or are we gonna wait longer, maybe closer towards E3? Who knows at this point? But so far, I'm cautiously excited. I'm optimistic, even though it's very bleak, obviously, with this game. That is it for me on this video. I hope you enjoyed my perspective on this. I know I've been in and out of this community for a long time, since I started making Fallout videos back in New Vegas, believe it or not, but I'm excited to get back to it. If there's anything that I feel worth making a video that I will share, you will see it here on my channel. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button and remember to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss another video. Check the description for links to my social media and to join my community Discord server. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.